You laugh differently depending on who you're with. Your voice changes. Your opinions soften. Your personality shifts. And sometimes, on the way home, you wonder, which one of those was actually me? You're not pretending, you're not lying, but you do feel fragmented. And the uncomfortable question lingers, if I'm this different everywhere, do I even have a real self? Hold that thought. In one room, you're confident. In another, you're quiet. With family, you shrink. With strangers, you perform. You adjust your humor. You adjust your tone. You adjust your values just slightly so they fit. At first, it feels smart, adaptive, socially skilled. But over time, something changes. Decisions become harder. You second-guess what you actually want. You replay conversations wondering if you were too much or not enough. You feel lonely even around people because no one is seeing the full version of you. Psychology calls this self-monitoring, the tendency to scan social environments and adjust behavior to match expectations. High self-monitors are excellent at reading rooms, but they often lose track of the room inside themselves. And here's the deeper conflict. You want connection, but you also want stability in who you are, and right now, those two feel incompatible. Why? You're not fake, you're adaptive. Your personality shifts because at some point, that flexibility protected you. Maybe harmony kept you safe. Maybe fitting in prevented criticism. Maybe adjusting yourself avoided rejection. Your nervous system learned a simple rule: belonging equals safety, and belonging required adjustment, so your brain optimized for it. The problem is not that you adapt, the problem is that you never turn it off. Your brain has two powerful systems constantly interacting. First, the social threat system, largely driven by the amygdala. Its job is to detect rejection, disapproval, or exclusion. Second, the self-referential network, often associated with the default mode network. This system helps you maintain a stable sense of identity over time. When social threat is high, the brain prioritizes survival over identity consistency. Think of it like this. Your brain is running two apps. One is Be Yourself, the other is Stay Accepted. When resources are limited, one dominates. If your past experiences taught you that being fully yourself risks disapproval, the Stay Accepted app gets priority. Over time, your neural pathways strengthen around adaptation. The brain loves efficiency. It repeats what reduces threat. So you scan faces, you adjust tone, you predict reactions. Not consciously, automatically. It's social camouflage. And like any camouflage, it works. But wear it too long and you forget what your original colors looked like. This isn't about forcing authenticity. It's about slowly retraining your nervous system. Here's how. 1. Notice the shift in real time. What to do? Start labeling the moment you feel yourself adjusting. Just internally say, I'm shifting. Why it works? Labeling activates the prefrontal cortex, which reduces amygdala-driven threat responses. Awareness weakens automatic patterns. Example, you're about to laugh at a joke you don't find funny. Instead of performing, you pause internally and think, I'm about to adjust. No judgment, just noticing. 2. Practice low-stakes authenticity. What to do? Express small, harmless preferences. Why it works? Gradual exposure reduces social threat sensitivity. Your brain learns that disagreement doesn't equal rejection. Example, choosing the restaurant. Saying, actually, I prefer this one. Tiny acts, big rewiring. 3. Create one consistent anchor. What to do? Choose one value that stays stable across environments. Why it works? Identity becomes stronger when tied to values rather than roles. Values activate long-term self-schema networks in the brain. Example, maybe your anchor is honesty. Even if your tone shifts, your core stance doesn't. 4. Increase tolerance for micro discomfort. What to do? Stay present when someone mildly disagrees with you. Why it works? Avoidance reinforces threat circuits. Staying builds emotional regulation pathways. Example: someone questions your opinion. Instead of immediately softening it, you let the silence exist. Your nervous system learns, "I survived that." Here's the mental model to remember. You are not multiple people. You are one system adjusting its volume. Imagine a sound mixer. Different environments turn certain traits louder or quieter, but the full track is still there. Your goal isn't to stop adjusting, it's to make sure the core melody never disappears. When your values stay steady, flexibility becomes strength, not fragmentation. The fact that you notice the shifts means something. It means there is a stable observer inside you, a consistent awareness watching the changes. That awareness is your continuity. You don't need to become rigid. You don't need to perform authenticity. You only need to slowly prove to your nervous system that being seen is not the same as being unsafe. And maybe next time you leave a room, instead of asking, "Which one was me?" you'll realize they all were.